Hey, good Sunday morning, everybody. Chris Allen here on this April 21st on the Sam channel, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and X. All sponsored by Ace Hardware Marketplace. Got a not too bad of a morning. I mean, there's some clouds out there. We're looking at the Plano cam and seeing some of that cloud cover. Excuse me. Yeah, just waking up and taking a look at everything weather-wise. Just had my first cup of coffee. Maybe I need a second to get going this morning. But here you go. There's a look outside. If you've not peeked outside your window, this is the way it looks outside of mine here in Plano, Kentucky. Looking like a mix of sun and clouds. Now, we're getting some of these clouds this morning off of some shower activity that's further south of us, which I'll show you on radar. Little disturbance down there in the Tennessee Valley that's causing some of that. Let's check downtown Bowling Green from the AAA Systems live cam. And same thing, kind of a mixture of clouds and some morning sun. That's going to be the case, I think, throughout the day. Although most of the clouds that we're seeing this morning will be for this morning and will not be later today. We should see a scouring out of some of the cloud cover as we go through the day, which will be just fine. And we'll have a pretty nice Sunday. It's going to be noticeably cooler today than it was yesterday when we reached a high of 65 officially at the Bowling Green Airport, which was 7 degrees cooler than the average or normal high temperature of 72. 72 is where we should be this time of the year. So when you're dipping into the 60s, it's a little bit off, but not much. It still felt nice yesterday. It felt wonderful. Yesterday was one of those days you wanted to be outside. Hopefully you took advantage of that and the sunshine and all of that, because it was a very, very nice day. Now, I can't show you Mesonet data this morning. For some reason, I went to their website and everything is blank. So I don't know if they've had some kind of an outage or their sensors are not populating their website at the Mesonet site there, but I don't know what's up with that this morning, but I can show you the way temperatures do look around the region this morning from another source. We go to this one, and first I'll show you how the winds are stacking up this morning. You can see that they're mostly light winds from the north. We still have that north wind that is surrounding the region. Let me go into temperatures, and I can show you that. So we're looking at 40s for the most part this morning. 43 here in Bowling Green. So it's a little on the coolish side with that north wind. There's even some upper 30s once you head up toward Louisville. You can see 39 there. 43 Campbellsville, Tompkinsville 43. Same for Hopkinsville, Portland, Tennessee. Let's see, Nashville is at 44. So it's that north wind that's keeping everything on the cool side this morning with the clouds. Here you see some of that light rain that I was telling you about that is in the Tennessee Valley. This is just a little disturbance here that's touching off some sprinkles, some light rain showers. None of this is expected to move into southern Kentucky, although we're seeing cloud cover offshooting from that disturbance. You can see here just some thin clouds, high clouds, mid-level clouds, really just kind of brushing through the area. Here is a clear spot back to the west, which is going to work its way east. It may take a good while before we get a lot of sun back in here. Louisville's seeing a little bit more of a mainly clear sky with some high clouds. But from time to time, we're going to see that mix of clouds and sunshine today, becoming mostly sunny. I think before the end of the day, we'll have several hours, should have several hours of sunshine, a little bit later this afternoon. So even though it's starting out cloudy right now, we'll get some sunshine and working in here as we go through the day. And even from time to time, we'll have some sun breaking through the clouds as we go through the day. But I don't anticipate any rain off of that system. It's all going to stay pretty much down to the south of us. Well, let's take a look at the model blender as we see a big warm up coming after this weekend's cool down. Now, we'll tell you that there is a little bit of a anticipated patchy frost maybe for tonight. In fact, a frost advisory has been put out. Now, I was hoping that temperatures would stay warm enough to keep us out of that. But I think because the Weather Service takes in such a big area, there are going to be those places north of us, north of Bowling Green, that are more likely to get some frost tonight. So just as a precaution, I think the Weather Service is like, we're gonna put out a frost advisory for everybody, just in case. You know, if you've put out plants for the season, if you live in a place that normally gets colder than, most others, and those of you that grow things, keep up with the temperature, you know how it is in your area. You may or may not want to cover them up or bring them in, but I don't think it's going to be like a big widespread event. I think it's going to be spotty, and it's going to be more to the north. You see the low tonight that's projected here at 35, and I'm going with 36 or 37. I mean, it's once you get closer to freezing, it's not going to make much difference. I think from Bowling Green south and the southern tier of counties, we should stay warm enough to where you might not have to worry about bringing in or covering up a plant that you've put out for the season. So it's going to be borderline. I get it. Some of you will wake up tomorrow morning and there will be frost out there, and it's just a chance you're going to have to take. It's your call. I can't tell you to cover them up or bring them in. That's up to you. But if it were me and I lived in Bowling Green or the southern tier of counties near the Tennessee border, I'd probably just let it go. I don't think it's that critical. Now, if you live further north of Bowling Green, you may want to cover them up or bring them in with that 35 to 37 degree temperature tonight. I don't think it's going to get any colder than that, but there you go. So that's my advice for what it's worth. So we go near 60 today with a high temperature, warmer 65, 66 tomorrow. We go even warmer, 72, 73 on Tuesday. We start to warm things up, get back into the 70s, which is average for this time of the year as far as high temperatures. And then we go right back into the 80s. Yep, we're going to have a good streak of 80-degree weather as we get into next weekend and much of next week. So whatever little chill that's in the air is going to be short-lived. You just may have to watch for any frost that tries to develop tonight. And like I said, it's your call to make whether you need to bring them in or not. My job is not to tell you what to do. It's just to give you advice based on what I see. So it's all up to you guys. You guys are the ones that put out the plants and do the crops and do everything that, setting out flowers or plants or whatever. I'm not that great at it, but I will help you with the numbers and just say that if you don't want to lose something tonight, as far as a plant, you may want to cover it up or bring it in. But I don't think it's going to be a huge deal. All right, let's take a look at the maps here. And you can see how that disturbance across the Tennessee Valley is affecting the weather. And you can, rightly justify the cloud cover that is over the Bowling Green, Southern Kentucky area. any light rain shower activity, it may touch the Kentucky border, especially down around Tompkinsville, Gamale, some of those places like that, but I doubt it's going to come any further north. All this is going to move east as high pressure, big, sprawling high pressure takes over later today. And that's when our clouds, enough drier air works in to scour out some of the clouds that we're seeing this morning. And then here we go into this evening. Everything's still looking good now. Here's early Monday morning, high pressure over the area. Again, strong high pressure, sunshine. We're going to see a sunny day on Monday. And even though it may start a little chilly and maybe a little frosty, as mentioned, we're going to warm things up as the high pressure center continues to move east. We start to get a more southerly flow in here, which will naturally warm us up. Then we get into Tuesday. Everything's starting to look really nice and warm. Here comes another disturbance that'll work its way in here by Tuesday afternoon and evening with, I think, a quick hit of showers. Then that front moves on through as we get into Wednesday morning, into Thursday. Things look pretty nice. And this is when we get into the 70s. Here comes a system out of the plains that will look to bring us a better chance of rain as we head toward the weekend. A little disturbance here will move through on Friday morning, along with a warm front. You see this system out in the plains. That's the one that's going to bring the next wave of stormy weather out to the plains and eventually maybe even our area by the time we get into Saturday. Right now, Saturday does look like we're going to see some scattered showers and thunderstorms, but high temperatures will get around 80 to the low 80s, and it's going to warm back up again. Those of you that enjoyed those 80s we had last week will be able to get some of those again, 80s. So little bit of a chill tonight. Then we'll warm things up over the next few days and things will look okay. So today I'm just going mix of sun and clouds, cloudy at first like it is right now, and then gradually clearing as we go into the day. Only around 60 though. Some of you may not even make it out of the upper 50s today for a high temperature because we have that north wind. Tomorrow is when we'll begin warming things up back into the 70s as the winds come more from the south instead of the north. All right. You guys enjoy your Sunday. Thanks as always for watching and listening. I'll be back tomorrow morning with another update. In the meantime, enjoy your Sunday. God bless you. Thank you for watching.